friends, welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm of course Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions, where John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today, well, it's near the end of the month and the cooking video is here. Yeah, and today, since I still do not have an oven to work with, it's all going to be on the stovetop, so it will be how I make fried chicken. Yeah, I know everybody's got their little secrets, and I guess I'll be revealing mine today. And, so just... I know, so just, sit back and relax and, you can compare what I do to everybody else's and see which one is better. All right, so anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to head to the kitchen and get started. Okay, here I'm in the kitchen and I got a lot of things ready to go, so let's bring the camera down to my workspace here. All right. So, as you can see, I got the chicken over here. So, in this side, I have buttermilk pancake mix. And on this side I have milk. So, actually let me turn this on, get this going. And over here, I got my skillet pan, and the thing with when you fry, actually I should have put more in, it takes a lot of oil. You have to have the pieces actually swimming in it in order for it to actually go well. So now, to mix up here, let me get a fork so I can mix it up properly. Alright, so start off with a bit of salt. And we're going to go with some black pepper. Alright. Going to give it some onion powder. Now some garlic powder. Going to go with the Montreal chicken seasoning. Give a good amount of that. And now, to give a little kick, I don't know if any of you have seen my video where I make the boneless chicken thighs. I'm going to use the chicken seasoning I use there. It's a little bit spicy. That's okay, we're not going to use a lot, but we're going to use enough. And this might even give the chicken like an orange or reddish tint. So now we just mix it all up. Now when I first few times I made fried chicken, tried to remember how my mom did it, and basically I was getting it all wrong. First time I did it, I tried using breadcrumbs and it didn't work out so good. Wash each piece. So I'm going to use the leg first. You can take it, dip it in the milk, and then kind of just roll it around in this, and into the pan it goes. Alright. Going to get as many pieces as I can in there. Okay. Now one thing I learned, because I don't mind chicken skin on my pieces, but I learned that if you leave the chicken skin on or as it is, it will stick to the pan. It's like nearly 100% chance that it'll stick to the pan. So you definitely want to cut off the chicken skin, even if you don't mind it on there. You might want to do that. Alright, just going to get as many pieces in there as I can, like I said. Now, I will say this, there is still going to be some of this whole thing that will come off when I try to turn these over or lift it out of here. It's just the nature of cooking it this way, I think. Alright. Alright, go ahead and roll. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Get that in there. See how it's basically like it's like, almost halfway, actually a little bit more than halfway covered. Yeah. Now, I one time fried chicken cutlets, and my butcher likes to make them. He likes to cut the chicken like the chicken cutlets that he sells, like really, really thin. So when I put them in here, they were like almost totally submerged. In some cases, they were totally submerged. All right, I think I got one more leg in here. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I got. Is there one more leg in here? Yes, there is. I'm gonna get all the legs in there, and then the next batch will be the thighs. All right, so. And don't worry, if it cakes up on your fingers, it will do that. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Now, doing this will make a mess, so just be ready for cleanup. All right, so I'm going to cover this. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. All right. So, sorry. So, I'm going to get that going, and when I come back, I'm going to flip them over onto the other side for another 10 minutes. After cooking like that, excuse me, after cooking like that on each side, piece will be done, and then I'll be ready to put the thighs on. Now, there are going to be other things I make with this meal, but it's all prepared stuff, it's all boxed stuff, so I'm not going to do that on camera because all you got to do is follow directions. This, however, is something that I'm doing myself, so that's why this is on camera. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna let that cook, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. It's been about 10 minutes, and cooking up nicely, so it's time to turn them. All right, there we go. There they are. Look at them, cooking up nice. Yeah. Get a nice pair of tongs. Oop. Yeah, see what I mean? that wasn't even because it's stuck. It was just a little slip. Because, ow, because this stuff will get slippery. At least for the tongs, because we sure as hell know we're not going to be putting our fingers in this. Okay, so, oh, aren't you glad I brought you back for this? All right, obviously that was extremely quick. So, but all I was doing was turning them over. Sorry, I know there's sun glare behind me. So again, there we go. So again, 10 minutes, and those pieces will be ready to be taken out, and then I'll just go ahead and put the thighs in. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be back. And well, chicken's cooking up nicely, and it's time to take those legs out and put in the thighs. All right, so let's put it down there. All right. All right, can't see this sticking just a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to be just fine. Just make sure if this does move or splash, that it doesn't get on you, because it will hurt. Now I got my Pyrex up here with a paper towel on it to catch up a lot of this oil. Alright, so now all that's out. Now we just get started right on the thighs. Alright. Alright. Be careful you don't get your fingers in there. Move this mix so it's easy to get to. Alright. Like I said, we've got a little overflow here, a little splashing out, so that's why I say making chicken this way will make a mess. Just gotta be prepared for the cleanup. Okay. This one's a big one. Oh, see what I mean with the milk? Yeah, I'm gonna have to wet that up like quickly. Yeah. clean that properly when we're done. Yeah, pretty much everything is going to need a good wipe down, including my faucet, because I get this stuff caked on my hands, so when I'm turning the water on and off, I do get it on the faucet. Alright, so all the chicken thighs are in there. Cover that up. Wash my hands. Wipe off the actual faucet here. Okay. This can go in the sink. Okay. Okay, so. Alright, there we go. Let me block that sun glare. Okay, so, again, well, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to come back. We're going to flip them over and be another 10 minutes, and then they're done. Alright, so stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and 10 minutes are up for the first, for the one side of the thighs. Now we're going to flip them over and give it another 10 minutes. So let's do that. I almost forgot to do that. Okay. All right. So these have like a little bit of a light tint to it. That's probably from that chicken. Actually, not probably. That's most definitely from that chicken seasoning that I put in. All right. So I know this is quick, but it is what it is. So let's set the timer for another 10 minutes. All right. So that's set. So another 10 minutes, I'll be back. We'll take them out. I'm going to try a piece. All right, so because, like I said, I got other things to make for my dinner tonight, but it's going to be mac and cheese, which is boxed store-bought, and so it's just got to follow directions. And then I got to, just get a vegetable prepared, which you've seen me prepare vegetables all the time. Usually peppers. So anyway, stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Time to take them out. All right. So, let's put it down there. Okay. Look at that. Oop. Yeah. It looks absolutely delicious. Now, of course, I'm not going to immediately take a bite out of these things, because I'll burn my mouth to a freaking crisp. And let this cool off a bit. Alright, now I can turn the heat off. Let's cover that. Alright, so, as you saw, looks good, doesn't it? Now, again, I'm going to say this again. I'm not going to take a bite now. This just came out of that hot oil. Alright, so basically going to let it cool off before I take a bite. And so during that time, I'll make everything else I'm going to make for the meal. And as far as the oil goes, now it's all still there. So you got to get like a glass jar or something that's not going to melt under the hot oil. And you pour it in that, and that's usually how you get rid of it. Now, depending on where you live, it depends on how you get rid of it. Some places have clear instructions on how to dispose of leftover oil. Others do not. So I guess just use your conscience as far as that goes. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So anyway, I'm going to start on everything else. So by the time I come back, everything will be at the table, and I'm going to take a bite of that wonderful chicken. So stay tuned. I will be back. Okay. It's cooled off enough. I've made the other elements of this meal, but this is what we're here for. So nice piece of fried chicken. So take it down just a little bit. And wow, cooked all the way through. Tastes great. Anyway, so that's all I got for today. Excuse me. Please like, subscribe, and share this video as much as possible. Or in the in the comments if you'd like to say how you do it, how you make a fried chicken differently, especially with the batter. Then please go ahead and do so. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share as much as possible. Please also go to Tabletop Jones Productions and do the same there. Like, subscribe, and share. Over here, we're at 82 subscribers. Well, I'd like to make it to 100 and I'll make a special type of video, something I've never done before. And on Tabletop Jones Productions, we're still at 32. We would like to make it to 50 so we could live stream games. Again, I know I say this all the time. We don't know how to do it, but we want to learn. And the only way we could actually make the attempt is if we have 50 subscribers. So again, thank you very much. In the description of this video, I will have links to my Discord, also my Patreon channel. Please check both of those out if you can. And I will also have my email in there, just in case you want to message me directly. I will admit I'm not in the habit of checking it all the time, but I will get better at that. So again, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you again.